Hi guys, I'm really glad to see all of you in today's video in which we are going to talk about perfumery and astrology one more time. And the star of today's show is beautiful zodiac sign Pisces. It is the last but not least zodiac sign, and I actually like to be around Pisces. I find that this is one of the best zodiac signs, probably because I'm a Virgo, and Virgos and Pisces, they can get along pretty well, and I try to match my outfit to the color of Pisces, which is actually mauve, lilac, sea green. I know that it looks more like neon green, but I hope that I'm still in the league of Pisces because I am a Virgo that pays a lot of attention to the details. So before we get started talking about perfume that I recommend for Pisces, I will firstly tell you the general information about the zodiac sign. And guys, it is very important to know what is your rising sign, the position of the sun and moon in your birth chart, because even if you're born on the 5th of March, which technically makes you Pisces, you can be any other zodiac sign, for example Leo, and Leo and Pisces, they are completely different things. So to find out your birth chart, you can do that on the internet by entering the exact place and time of your birth into a program, and then you'll find out your whole birth chart, which is very important when you try to analyze your horoscope. So with that being said, if you know that you're Pisces or you know some Pisces in your life, then you probably know that the element of this sign is water. The ruler planet is Jupiter, and day of the week is Thursday. So with that being said, strengths of Pisces is surely that they are very artistic people. They have amazing intuition, they're gentle, wise. I think that if you know some Pisces, you can tell that they are very compassionate people, and they're also very friendly. That's why it is very nice to be around them. But sometimes Pisces can have a lot of fears, and they can be overly trusting and sad a lot of times. So I find that every single zodiac sign can have strengths and weaknesses, so all of us need to work on them. But Pisces like being in the group of people, but they enjoy being alone even more, and they like sleeping, they like listening to music, they love reading books, romances, and they're also very visual and spiritual too. Anyway, they don't like knowing it all. They're very wise, they're open for different sources of information, and they don't like being criticized, but I don't know who loves that. So with that being said, as I've told you, Pisces are very friendly people, and they're often in the company of very different people, and in a lot of times they are pretty selfless, and they are always willing to help others. They don't want to get things back, they are just helping people because they are so nice. That might sound cheesy, but that is how they are. They are full of empathy, and they love to express their emotions, but sometimes that can be tricky too. So since the ruling planet of the zodiac sign is Jupiter, these people are very artistic and intuitive and wise once again, and I would say that this is also one of the most tolerant zodiac signs, and I hope you can agree with me on that. And other than that, Pisces are very generous, they are compassionate, extremely faithful and caring, which makes them a great zodiac sign. I like being around Pisces a lot, even though I don't have a lot of Pisces in my life. So if you're Pisces, let me know in the comments and let's be friends. By the way, let me know what is your zodiac sign, and if you want to learn more about my fragrance recommendation for you, then check out the description box where you'll find all 12 videos dedicated to all 12 different zodiac signs. So with that being said, perfume that I recommend for Pisces will suit them perfectly, and since the element of Pisces is water, I am recommending a very aquatic perfume for Pisces, which is AURORA by the indie brand Charles Wang from Asia. And this perfume is created in Grasse in France, but the owner is based in Hong Kong. And I need to tell you that Charles is inspired by France, by the French style, by their elegance, and this perfume actually radiates his love to French style, and the design actually shows something that he wore when he was in Paris. So you can see that it is created out of double ribbon, and the gray color imitates the color of his tie, and the lighter one his jacket. So he has also a book inspired by French style, and I will leave a link where you can find it. But this perfume once again shows us the classy French perfumery done in an Asian way, which is really nice because I adore Asian perfumes. I find they are very special. They are different from Western and Eastern, Middle Eastern perfumery, and this perfume is also very, very traditional smelling. It smells very fresh and clean and also aquatic. It reminds me of rainy spring somewhere in France, and you are walking down the promenade with your umbrella and just look at amazing French people who are wearing simple but elegant clothes. And if you're wondering how exactly this fragrance smells, it reminds me of ocean, of aquatic things. It has greenery inside, it has very gentle flowers, but it is all about all sorts of water, and it even has a watery texture. Now, it is a very mineral perfume and elegant one. It is also classy smelling, so if you love classy, fresh, aquatic perfume, then I think you will really like it. And there is even a bit of a powdery moment going on. It is just a moment, it is not all the time in there, but I find that it might come from the note of rice that we can find in here, which I associate with Asia, and that is really cool. But it is more about freesia and note of lily of the valley, and I find that those are very gentle and fresh smelling flowers, and once again you experience them in the stage when they are covered into the raindrops. And I like that it has nothing metallic about it. It is a very smooth perfume, even though it is so fresh. And even though there are notes of fig leaves and blackcurrant, but bergamot, I don't really smell anything berry or extremely fruity or even citrusy about it. For me, it is all about water, about the lake, about the ocean, about some greenery such as bamboo, which is also a great parallel to Asian nature. And I like that in here I can smell a very particular scent, which is watery, a little bit sweet, but nothing overwhelming or gourmand or foodie. And that sweetness might come from melon. At least that is a very delicate moment on my skin, but the whole fragrance turns rich and surely deeper on the skin. And I like that it is a light scent that is a bit transparent, that is very watery and aquatic, but it has amazing longevity and it is actually pretty powerful for an aquatic. And I find that Pisces is the most aquatic zodiac sign. They have this floating energy, and it is also a very unisex zodiac sign because, for example, Aries or Leo, it just radiates masculine attraction and energy, power into the world, or Cancer or Libra, those are very feminine signs, and Pisces is a very unisex zodiac sign, and so is this perfume, and I really like it a lot. I highly recommend you guys to check it out. And since this is the last video in my astrology perfumery series, I want to give away a sample of Aurora to any of my lucky subscriber anywhere in the world. So all you have to do is to comment down below your zodiac sign and what do you like about this review. Make sure to go over the video in which I recommend perfume for your zodiac sign, leave me a comment there and just let me know where you're from, and then you enter the giveaway. And also feel free to support and follow Charles on Facebook. And that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you learned something new and like this video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned. Smell good. We'll see each other next one really soon. Bye guys.